Welcome everyone. Today we're playing a deck in Clash Royale based on my favorite childhood video game because I put up a poll yesterday asking what kind of deck you all wanted to see, and most of you voted for a game-themed deck. So this is a deck based on my favorite childhood video game, which is Mario Kart. These are all cards based on tracks in the game. So Evo Furnace is there for Grumble Volcano. Ice Golem is there for DK Summit. Miner is there for Wario's Gold Mine. Bomber is there for Shy Guy Beach because you have those ships off in the distance that are shooting bombs at you that you have to avoid. Vines is there for Jungle Parkway. Ghost for Ghost Valley. The Balloon is there for Coconut Mall because when you go into the main kind of area of the mall, there's that massive Coconut Mall balloon up on the ceiling. So we have Balloon, and then Royal Delivery is there for Toad's Factory because you have, at the very start of the map, you have those machines that are trying to crush you. And I figured it was kind of similar to Royal Delivery in the sense that it also comes from the sky and it deals damage like those machines. So these are all cards based on Mario Kart tracks, and we're going to be trying to win with it today. We kind of have, there's a few pieces of Miner Balloon, in the sense that there's, we have Miner, we have Balloon, we have Ice Golem, but I think that's going to be our main way of getting damage. But while I was building this deck, it kind of got me into a little Mario. Oh, now it's starting to rain. When it rains, it really pours here, so yeah, we're getting absolutely rained on. Gonna have to protect the iPad a little bit. I got into a little bit of a Mario Kart loophole, and I started listening to all the songs from the tracks, and it brought back quite a bit of nostalgia just listening back to. Hopefully you can still hear me with the rain. I brought back a lot of nostalgia, so I built a top 10 favorite songs in the game. These are, I listened back to all of the songs for all of the tracks, and I just ranked them based on my favorite, based on which ones I liked the most, which ones brought back the most nostalgia. And so I'm going to give you my top 10, and of course this is objective. There's probably going to be a few picks on here that make people really upset. People probably hope that certain tracks were higher or that certain tracks were even on the top 10. But this is just my opinion based on which tracks make me feel the best, which ones bring back the most nostalgia. So number 10 is Sherbetland. This is a track that I played fairly often. It just has a nice peaceful soundtrack. I like it a lot. The reason why it's not higher is because I didn't play it quite as much as other tracks, and not all the memories that it brought back were good ones because I would run into the penguins pretty frequently, so I wasn't great at the track. But that's number 10. Number 9 we have, this is probably going to make a lot of people upset, but at number 9 we have Mushroom Gorge. I would have put it higher if it was a top 10 tracks, not music. It would definitely be top 3. But I was listening back to the music. It has less of a positive. It doesn't have quite as positive of a tone. Not quite as feel good of a tone. It's definitely nostalgic, and it brings back, a lot of memories in that sense. But as I was listening to all these songs, I didn't enjoy listening to it quite as much as some of these other picks. So Mushroom Gorge is at 9. Mario Raceway is at number 8 because I really enjoyed the track. It was one of my favorite tracks for a while, and it has a really cool kind of electronic feel to it, kind of like an electro funk. Like, it reminds me of, I don't know what time period it would be in, but like 80s, 90s music, and I really enjoy listening to it. So Mario Raceway is at number 8. Rainbow Road is number 7. I just think it's a really beautiful soundtrack. It's a really beautiful song. I think it's one of the only Mario Kart tracks that doesn't have, or one of the only Mario Kart songs that it doesn't have any bad parts, I don't think. Like there's some other Mario Kart songs that kind of have transitional periods, right, as it's kind of moving from one verse to another, and it's not, it's not like a banger like the rest of the song. It's just kind of transitioning from one verse to another. But Rainbow Road, I think, is one of the songs that doesn't have any bad parts. It's just good all the way through. Also, what is this guy playing? And why am I losing? But Rainbow Road is, anyway, Rainbow Road's number 7. I really enjoyed the track. I actually wasn't too bad at it, so it didn't really bring back feelings of, rage. Number 6 is Delfino Square, because for a really long time this was my favorite track. I practiced it a lot. There were time trials that I did where I kind of practiced the little secret shortcut through the mud, which is, so I would practice that. I would do that. I would play it quite a lot, and so, Delfino Square, the music brings back quite a few memories because I think it's the track that I played the most often. Number 5 is Daisy Circuit. This actually isn't a track that I played a whole lot. It's just in there because the music itself is so good. I really like the music. It's kind of a lesser known and lesser played track, so if you don't know which one I'm talking about, I would look it up and listen to the music because it's really good. It's one that I could probably listen to for hours on end. Number 4 is Luigi Circuit. It's the first track in the game. It's one that I played quite a bit with my brother, so that brings back good memories. Number 3 is Toad's Factory. Just a classic, great map, and I think the tone of the music really fits the whole industrial feeling of a factory, so I think they nailed that one. Number 2 is Coconut Mall. Now you may be saying, why isn't it number 1? Number 2 is Coconut Mall because it's just a great feel-good song, and it fits the vibe perfectly. It kind of sounds like it would be played in a mall, like during Black Friday as people are rushing around to find deals. I mean, it's a really good fit for the track. But number 1, the song that brought back the most memories, the most nostalgia for me, the song that I enjoy listening to the most is Ghost Valley. No, I'm kidding. Of course it's not Ghost Valley. It's DK Summit. I listened to that song. It just brought back the most good feelings, I guess. I played that track a lot. It brought back the most nostalgia. It kind of took me to a simpler time when, back when I would play Mario Kart really consistently, and I don't know, it was just, it just made me feel the best. It brought back the most nostalgia, and it's just a really great song. So DK Summit is number 1 for me. That was the Mario Kart Tracks deck. It's starting to rain really hard now, so I'm gonna have to cut this video off now, but hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.